Hi Sagittarius, welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining me. Also welcome cross watchers. Okay, this can be for cross watchers, can be sun, moon, rising and Venus. Okay, so this will be a general daily oracle message for you today. Okay, so let's see the message that wants to come out. As always, I read cards, I read energies as well. So, you know, if I tune into energies, yeah, I tune into energies. I'm sensing a bit of nerves, fear, going around you. Okay, so let's see what your card says. Okay, so we've got new location here. Okay, so a lot of you are going through a very transformational, sort of transitional stage in your life. Changes are happening, you know, things are moving. A lot of you could have got some sort of opportunity that's going to involve traveling. You could be relocating to start a new job, to work from home, remote. New location, you could be moving into a new home, buying a new home. You could be moving in with, you know, your love interest, your love person, your significant other, your person. Okay, you could be moving in together, but I'm sensing a bit of nerves. Don't be afraid of change. Don't be afraid. You know, embrace change, embrace your destiny. You know, embrace any opportunities that come your way. Don't be afraid. Okay, because I feel that this is going to be very healthy for you and very beneficial to you. You know, out with the old, in with the new, fresh start, fresh perspective, new cycle, new chapter, new everything. Okay, so don't be afraid. I feel that this is going to be really good for you, for those of you that this resonates with. Okay, definitely something to do with moving into a better environment, better surroundings, better people. You know, maybe someone's offering you more money if it's to do with work, career. Okay, so like I said, something new here, fresh everything. So that is your message for today. Okay, also this is about saying goodbye to an old self, you know, something that you didn't like anymore, or, you know, something that wasn't healthy for you, or a person that wasn't healthy. So you're saying goodbye, and then you're going to something better. Yeah, so it could also be saying goodbye to an old part of you that you didn't like. So your love message here says, let go of control issues. Okay, allow this situation to unfold naturally. Then your angel message says divine order, Archangel Raguel. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Okay, so maybe some of you are very impatient right now. You wish that something would happen quicker. You're tired of waiting. You're frustrated. You're stressed out. If it's to do with romance, which I feel it is, a lot of you. And these messages have come out for you today because they're saying that you don't need to do anything. You don't need to try and control a situation. You don't need to rush a situation. This is going to be a divine order thing. Everything is how it should be. It's just unfolding as it should, naturally. And you know, you need to just focus on yourself, go with the flow, keep doing you. You know, self-love, patience, perseverance, that's the key. If it's union that you're waiting for or hoping for, yeah. So in order for there to be balance in a situation, you need to let things just be natural and be as they be and be as they are. Yeah, because if you try and control it and rush it, it won't last. It'll just you'll just end up, you know, disappointed. And I'm sensing a lot of fear. Wow, there's a lot of fear. Maybe someone's not communicating, maybe somebody's not opening up as quickly as you'd hoped. But that's what the universe is saying to you today, Sagittarius. You know, just hold your horses. You know, it's saying be patient. It will happen. It will come to you. I know it's hard. Don't chase people. Okay, if you reach out to people at the wrong time, if you try and contact someone, or you know, they'll end up just ignoring you, blocking you, and then you feel silly. You know, because you know, let them come to you. That sort of thing. So you don't need to do anything. You don't need to control a situation. Everything is happening as it should. Divine order. Yeah. Okay, so we've got the Two of Swords for you today. Okay, this is air energy. Okay, so some of you or someone around you could be feeling like they're at a crossroads right now, like they're stuck. You know, there's a bit of mental conflict going on. Okay, there's anxiety here, there's fear, there's doubt, there's worry. Someone's very, very confused, indecisive, They're not sure what to do, and there's something going on here, something to do with obstacles and challenges as well. Maybe someone is avoiding a situation because it's too painful. They could be stuck in a really bad work situation, stuck in a bad atmosphere. Also, this is about choices. Like I said, decision making, choices. So maybe someone is stuck between two people and they don't know what to do. Also with the Two of Swords, they need to sort their head out. Their head could be full of a lot of mental torture. Okay, there's something within them that's making them, you know, sort of mentally unstable. Their emotions could be unstable, out of control. Their mental health could be out of control, but they're choosing to be blindfolded because they don't want to see something. And also this is about guarding your heart as well. You might feel insecure about something, or you don't trust people, so you put that emotional barrier up, you know, and you're protecting yourself, you're protecting your heart because you don't trust people, so you're in a sort of defensive mode. And in order for someone to get out of this sort of mental cycle, this mental imprisonment that they're in, they need to figure out, you know, what is making them feel stuck and stagnant, and what it is that they need to make a decision on. You know, they need mental clarity, clear their head. Maybe emotions are clouding their judgment, and then they can make a conscious decision. Because I really feel like someone is stuck in some sort of illusion right now, and that, you know, there's some sort of, you know, like between the conscious and the subconscious. So there's something here that needs to be overcome. Yeah, something here needs to be situated in order for someone to get out of this mental torture of this cycle, because it seems repetitive and they're remaining stuck because they need to change something or situate something or deal with something. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of fear. Wow. Oh, I was going to say demons. They've got demons, inner demons that they need to deal with, and that's why they've blocked off. They could have blocked you on social media. Okay. They're cutting people out of their life. They're withdrawn, they're distant. Okay, because they've got demons that they're dealing with. Okay. Okay. So we've got the Three of Cups for you today. This is water energy. So a lot of you are feeling very content in your life right now. You are having fun with friends and family. There's some sort of celebration going on here. Things that you're passionate about, projects, heart's desires. Some of you could have started a new career, you know, career transition. You could have gone into business with someone. Also, this is about being in a team. Okay. And just reconnecting with people that have, you know, that you care about and that are close to your heart. So lots of celebrating, you know, your success, your achievements, hard work, recognition, and just, you know, just having fun at the moment, Sagittarius. Yeah, just having fun, smiling, everything's good. There's lots of joy everywhere. Money's good. There's stability here. And also I see here an engagement party here as well. Someone could be celebrating an engagement party there as well, or someone could be expecting, okay, or if someone's having a baby, something like that. So just lots of fun right now, and happy times and celebrating, and lots of reminiscing there as well, with, you know, like I said, people that are really close to you. So your message of the day is the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, so this is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So some of you are in a state of confusion right now. You're feeling indecisive, you're feeling stuck. Okay, this is all about having your head in the clouds. You know, you're in some sort of emotional bubble, you know, emotional roller coaster, very up and down. Someone needs to figure out what they want. Also, this is about keeping your options open. Okay, or someone around you is keeping their options open. Okay, they don't know what they want in life, and when they are stuck in this sort of emotional cocoon, it's hard to get out of. That's the type of vibe I get here as well. And also this is about addictions, codependencies, drinking too much, which, you know, can cloud your judgment. Someone's emotions are clouding their judgment here with the Seven of Cups. So someone here needs to figure out what they want. They need to overcome whatever it is that's making them feel stuck. Like I said, prioritizing. They need to reevaluate a situation. They need to get their head out of the clouds, because they are in some sort of overwhelming emotion bubble here. That's what I keep hearing. And also with the Seven of Cups, this tells me, Sagittarius, that you could be dealing with someone of a romantic nature that could be stuck between more than one person. Like I said, options. So someone's keeping their options open. And this could also be you as well. You know, keeping your options open, dating, you know, going with the flow, seeing how things go, and just figuring out what's important to you in life. You know, is it work? Is it materialistic things? Is it money? You know, home, this, that. I think that you're just sort of, you're reevaluating everything right now. You know, you're thinking about everything right now. There's a lot of thinking going on. You know, maybe someone's not communicating right now. Maybe someone's not doing much action right now. They're just overthinking everything and getting themselves into a state of fear, doubt, worry. So there might be some sort of obstacle here that they need to overcome. Obviously drinking too much, that can affect how you think. You can't see straight. You could have a few snaky people around you, so just be careful. Okay? Because when I see snakes, that reminds me of dishonesty. You know, your name is always in someone's mouth, that sort of thing. Someone's figuring out what they want in life, but they're just taking their time here. And also, this is about what emotionally fulfills you and what emotionally doesn't fulfill you, if that makes sense. There could be something going on with communication, okay? Because I just started stuttering and my throat feels a bit blocked as well. So someone could be taking their time to talk to you, to communicate, to open up, to show emotion. So they might be very withdrawn at the moment. Could be third party, could be a karmic, could be work stress, home life stress, environmental stress, you know, that sort of thing. But yeah, overall, head in the clouds, lots of confusion, lots of indecisiveness, and like I said, they're just thinking like, what should I do about this? What should I do about that? Planning this, that, and yeah, I was really tuning into your person's energy there, or someone's energy there. The card of all over the place, you know, sort of this and that, wishy-washy, up and down, like an emotional roller coaster, you know. Okay, so your message of the day is, this could be the one. Okay, you've already met the romantic partner that you seek. Okay, so I see this in many ways. So you have met a soulmate or a twin flame, someone that you've got a bond with, someone that you've got a connection with, and it's really sort of, you know, the connection is growing, the bond is growing, things are getting serious, could be leading to a high level of commitment here. Some of you could be even getting engaged. Like I said, it's going to lead to something long term, okay? This could be someone from the past, and you've always known that, you know, it's you. It's always been you. You've always been the one, and vice versa, okay? So the reason this message has come up for you today here, Sagittarius, is because it's telling you that what your heart is saying is true. It's genuine. Your feelings are genuine. This other person is genuine, okay? So you feel that this could be the one for you. This is going to go somewhere. There's a future here. There's a strong foundation here, okay? To build a future here. Maybe they had options in the past, you know, maybe they had a bit of denial, okay? But I feel that, you know, this person's energy, or this person has transitioned. You know, they've changed, they've grown up, yeah? Because this message wouldn't come out, you know, if it wasn't trying to tell you something. So if any of you feel that someone could be the one, you know, deep in your heart, your gut instincts, your intuition, you know, your inner voice is telling you that it's genuine, it's true, it's real, yeah? Go with the flow, go out on a date, see how things go. But some of you feel that this could be the one. And with a lot of you, yes, I do see here long-term commitment. And as you can see, this man here is holding her hand. Okay, so some of you could even be, you know, getting a proposal. Okay, if so, congratulations. So yeah, that was your message of the day. Really nice, really positive, and release any fear. Yeah, because my nerves just went sort of like that, and my throat just blocked. So someone could be getting a marriage proposal here, and someone's nervous about proposing. They're figuring the correct way to do it, because as soon as I started to talk about it, my throat blocked, if you can hear. So some of you, wow. So we've got the Knight of Wands for you today, okay? So some of you could be dealing with a fellow fire sign. He is known as a Sagittarius or a Leo, okay? Passionate, fiery fire sign here. Someone that's very good with stability, good with communication, good at being creative, lots of traveling. Someone could be far away right now. And the Knight of Wands is also good at finding his way. But the thing is, with the Knight of Wands, he's very in and out of people's lives. He's a bit like a flight risk. It's like he could enter your life and leave just as quickly. Okay, he's also good with business as well. But when it comes to relationships, he only does casual. He doesn't really do settling down. He doesn't really do commitment. He doesn't really do, you know, just anything to do with relationships. That's not him. He or she, and also with this Knight of Wands, yeah, he's very sexual as well. Because when I see wands, this tells me sexual. So maybe someone is doing a friends with benefits. You know, friends with benefits, just like I said, just in and out, backwards and forwards. He can be a little bit of a player, you know, just a bit. If you don't know who this is, Sagittarius, then maybe this is you. You know, you could be pursuing your heart's desires, going traveling for work, going on holiday, feeling fiery, you know, feeling hot on your heels, feeling determined, taking the initiative here. Also, this could be a new person coming in. Okay, so maybe there's a new person coming in for you that you're dating or that you're talking to online. You know, it could be online dating. Okay, yeah, so that was your message of the day. Not a bad message, just someone that doesn't really do relationships, and someone that's very on the move all the time, because that's how Sagittarius, they don't like to be in one place for too long because they get bored. Sagittarians like to be free spirit, you know, sense of adventure. They get bored easily. They don't want dull, they want excitement, you know, they want to have fun, to go to parties, to just be on the move all the time, because they get bored very, very quickly, Sagittarians. That's how they are. There's a little bit of disruption going on the street that I live. It's a very noisy street, so this could tell me that there's some sort of disruption going on around you, and maybe you feel unfocused, you're distracted. And also crows tell me about communication, someone wanting to speak, okay, if that resonates. Okay, the Knight of Wands, fire sign, he's known as a Leo or an Aries. Okay, so you could be dealing with someone that likes to travel, hot places, someone that can be good with communication, but he's a bit of a flight risk because he's always on the move, he's always on the go, backwards and forwards, passionate, fiery, someone that doesn't stay in one place for a long time. Okay, you could be someone, you could have someone that's coming towards you with an opportunity, business, investment. Okay, wands. Also, wands are about sexual energy as well, sexual energy. Okay, so if you don't know who this Knight of Wands is, this fire sign, then it could be someone new coming in. Okay, you could be meeting up with an old friend, or somebody from your past coming back to reconcile. Like I said, very determined, powerful energy. And also I feel like with some of you, you could be keeping things strictly casual. If it's to do with, you know, romance, if it's to do with, if you're just having a bit of fun, it could just be friends with benefits. Because the Knight of Wands doesn't really do settling down, relationships, commitment. He likes to just keep things casual, have a bit of fun, you know, backwards and forwards, in and out. Just be careful of people that are very manipulative. Maybe somebody needs to communicate how they truly feel. Maybe it's you. You know, maybe somebody needs to say, look, you know, I've had fun, but, you know, I don't want to do casual anymore. I want to do something serious. because like I said, he's very backwards and forwards, in and out, in and out. So yeah, there's a lot of disruption. Yeah, because each time I speak, a car or a motorbike goes past, which tells me about disruption. So this person, yeah, they're lacking commitment and they're lacking communication, but also they're lacking stability. Yeah, they could be lacking stability. Always on the move, on the move, on the move, always on the go. So maybe someone wants to communicate and say, look, I want stability in my life. I want to settle down. I don't just want to have casual fun. You know, shall we communicate? Shall we commit? You know, talk things through, or shall we call it a day? That sort of thing. Okay? Because I feel like something here wants to come out to the surface, but someone could be avoiding a situation. Yeah, they could be far away right now. Maybe they've gone on holiday, and then when they come back, you're going to be having a conversation about where this is going. Also Sagittarius, if it's not to do with romance, it could be you. Okay, determination, willpower, feeling confident, pursuing your heart's desires, things that you're passionate about, taking the initiative. Yeah, decision making, that sort of thing is the Tower. Okay, now I interpret this card in many ways. It's quite a card where there's a lot happening. Okay, so yeah, chaos, disruption, blasts from the past, bad news, shocks, despair. You know, everything is just chaos, chaos, chaos. Okay, also you're going through a lot of changes in your life here, a lot of transitional stages in your life, and which is causing you a lot of fear. Because my throat chakra just blocked just there. Okay, you could have had some bad news. You could have found something out that gave you a nasty shock. You could have been made redundant. You could have lost your, you know, your job, which has caused you to have financial stress. Okay, but Tower moments need to happen. Okay, because it really puts things in perspective for us. It gives us that wake-up call, that rude awakening, you know, that epiphany. Okay, cycles, changes. Also, someone could be trying to fix something that's broken, you know, broken relationship, something that's toxic, something that's destructive. Maybe you're with the wrong person. I feel like someone's trying to fix something that's broken. Okay, also someone feels like they're very down on their luck at the moment. Bad luck, yeah, bad luck, bad everything. But like I said, Tower moments need to happen, because then it brings in better things. Okay, because usually when you're at the lowest depths of, in a situation, or you're in a very low place in your life, that's when change comes in, and it brings in, you know, something new that you wasn't expecting, in a good way. But yeah, and the overall, like I said, change happens for the better. Yeah, change needs to happen. So, you know, don't be afraid. Release any fear, and get rid of negative thinking as well. You know, toxic, sort of destructive thoughts. Try and stop that as well. And you know, just persevere, because a lot of you are very stressed out right now. There's a lot of stress going on, panicking, frantic. If you are in a country where there's a lot of volcanoes and there's a lot of fires, you know, it could have done damage to your home, and it could have cost you a lot of money. I'm sorry about that, but like I said, things will get better. Okay, so just don't, you know, sort of let fear and anxiety and doubt control you. Okay, don't be in darkness. The fire will go out. Okay, the fire will be put out, and you'll get your crown back, and you'll be in your power again. You know, things will turn around. But yeah, a lot of you is transitional, changes for the better. Okay, so let's see what your card is. Okay, so we've got the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, that explains it. Yeah. Okay, so someone is stuck in some sort of victim mentality here. Someone feels abandoned, they feel alone, they feel left out in the cold here. Okay, you could be dealing with someone that plays the victim a lot. Okay, I interpret this card in many ways. So when I see the Five of Pentacles as well, this tells me about struggle, financial struggle, Someone could have been made redundant here. They could have lost their job. They could be homeless. They could be really struggling with money right now, trying to make ends meet here, and just feeling like they've got no support. And this is also about reaching out to people, friends, family, and asking for help. But maybe someone here is too proud to ask for help. And I just feel like someone feels left behind right now. And they're sort of just drowning in self-pity and very depressed and very sad right now, the Five of Pentacles. Also, this could be, if it's a romantic nature, Sagittarius, this could be if someone left you out in the cold, you know, and kept you as an option, and they left you out in the cold and disappointed you and let you down. This could be someone coming back in from the cold to apologize and treat you right, treat you fairly, because I feel that if it's a past energy, they treated you unfairly, and maybe someone's struggling to get their words out right now because I'm very nervous and stuttery, so you know, it could be of that nature as well. This could also be someone reaching out for help to you. They're trying to reach out for help, but they're afraid, so it could be a cry for help as well. And also with the Five of Pentacles, this could tell me, this also tells me that someone is not well, like physically, they're not well. It could be due to a lot of stress, which has made them ill. Okay, if they're homeless, that could have made them ill. So they might need to see a doctor if they're ill. That's the type of thing that I get, the type of vibe that I get from the Five of Pentacles as well. Something to do with, especially to do with financial struggles. Maybe somebody needs money to help them get out of debt, that sort of thing. So that is your message of the day, Sagittarius. I hope it helps, for some of you at least. And I'll see you again real soon for some more messages and readings. Take care, Sagittarius.